Big Things Coming is proudly brought to you by Dazzle Home Loans. Darren's 15 years experience in finance will remove the worry when buying your new home. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Big Things Coming. I am joined here by my great friends, Mel and Geordie. Are you guys all good? Yeah. Having a laugh behind the scenes there.
We had quite the giggle.
Sorry, I'm shook.
Fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
Geordie,
Feeling it.
Who we got today, brother?
I'm feeling good. It's time to illuminate this room with the depths of the underworld.
Put the voice on.
We got the one and only Jono Maltman from Osiris Lights.
Jono.
Thank you for having
How
me,
you doing,
legends.
buddy?
I am excellent. I am excellent.
Did he pronounce your last name correctly?
He did.
I'm so glad
He
we
did.
gave that
Do you want
job
to give it a go?
Maltman.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was so hard 5 minutes ago.
It's not like you practiced it 5 times. What's been happening, my bro?
Dude, not much. Just been enjoying the tail end of the year. Life has been chaos this year.
Yeah.
I just got back from Sydney a couple of weeks ago.
Business pleasure.
Pleasure.
Nice.
Pleasure. I
Always
popped over to
good.
see the
Lots of
Coldplay. So that was
yes.
excellent. But then a bit of a family holiday. So there was a well-needed break from
Nice.
just everything.
Yeah.
But
Because
yes.
you were just dropped just a couple
EP.
weeks before.
Yeah. We just dropped our latest EP, Triptych,
Yes.
a couple of weeks ago with a massive launch. And these legends were in the support slots, Belgravia and
stop.
Colormind.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to send you the memo.
Fuck you,
There's
Dave.
a cricket sound on there, isn't there? Like, it's all fucking up right now, but it's fine. And yeah, look, I'll be sending you a memo sometime as well, maybe. I'll use the same postal people that you use for mine, just to ensure that it can
Well, I feel bad now because I do love you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm like need to see you play live.
Yeah,
so-
that'll be next year.
So wait,
Sick.
you had seen me play live?
No, I'd
That's
never
why he
seen.
asked.
I'd never. I'm so confused right now.
No, I'm so sorry. Go back.
Welcome.
To the madhouse.
Yeah, it's the end
Speaking
of year
of chaos.
shenanigans.
Yeah,
New
well,
Year's
you add
is
me to
coming
this
up.
mix, and then it's even more chaotic. I do like a bit of chaos.
You really fit the vibe though, and like it's so nice to have the same.
Someone normal.
And
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah,
We are very, very, very close to 2025. It's
We are.
very upon us. Very
Dude,
soon.
it's been a roller coaster, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Your EP launch was huge.
where was that?
we did it.
See,
at
I didn't get
Amps.
the memo, so I have no fucking idea.
Amps, baby.
The good old amplifier bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an excellent night. It was
Yeah.
good fun. When we were putting the show on, we just wanted to kind of hit party. So
Yeah.
we're like, we want a bit of pop, we want a bit of punk, we got a bit of prog. So we've loved Belgravia for ages. We gigged with you guys, first time beginning of last year?
Oh, so you're old fan.
Yeah.
And that was
At the,
under your old
at
band.
Badlands.
Badlands.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I miss Badlands.
So for those
Yeah.
of you that don't know, Osiris Lights was originally named Black Stone Brewers?
Correct.
Yeah.
why the name change?
A couple of reasons. We got some lineup changes, number one, so it felt a bit right in that department.
Rebranding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the EP Triptych that we were planning to release, the concept of the EP is, you know what a triptych is? It's like 3 individual pieces of art.
Yes.
That if you look at them by themselves, they're their own
Own
thing.
thing, yep.
Yep.
But you put them side by side and
they're
then
a
they
big
create a
thing.
bigger picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the concept of the EP was that from a musical perspective.
Okay.
Like we've got
Yeah.
a lot of different inspirations of genre that kind of feed its way into our music. So Kill Me Slow was the first single we released, and that's kind of the very heavy, rocky, metally in a way side of what we do. Sailor's the second song we released, and it's this soft, pretty poppy song.
So beautiful.
It's a great tune, but so different to everything else
I was
in our
shocked when I
catalog.
heard it. I was like,
what the heck are these guys doing? There's like programmed drums and synth pads and pretty vocals and stacks and
Love that.
and then the last song, 33, is this proggy, bit more of an epic kind of thing.
Yep.
And all of our songs kind of lean on any one of those three aspects at any point in time. So that's what we wanted to kind of encapsulate with this EP. So as a result of that, it felt like we're kind of shifting direction a little bit, and the name change felt appropriate to kind of
Yeah.
reestablish where we...
A new direction.
what we were and where we're going to go next.
Rightio.
Because some of the new songs we're writing now, a bit of a departure from what we were writing like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Sure.
And Black Stone Brewers just felt quite grungy and dirty and pubby and
Yeah. And I
Osiris.
guess that namesake actually sort of lends into that as well, doesn't
Not
it?
not
Like-
knocking it. It
No,
does
no, no,
sound
but
like
it
a
does-
pub.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds
Yeah.
like a pub. Like if I had heard someone say, "Oh, Black Stone Brewers," I'd think, "Oh, on Google, I'd love to try a beer there." You know.
But I think with Black and Stone, I always think like more like stoner grunge rock or anything like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's funny you mentioned that as well, because the first run of merch we did, we got it through Short Batch, and they do a bunch of brewery merch.
Oh, wow.
So we emailed the guys, and they were like, "Oh, we thought you were a brewery or something."
I thought
No,
the same.
we're just a rock band.
I thought it was like a local brewery had made their own band. When I first came across our set that we did together, I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. But then I saw you live and I was like,
Oh shit!
yeah.
So the name change is kind of
100%,
appropriate.
like,
Like,
it's- yeah.
we've spoken to a bunch of people in the scene, and they're like, "Yeah, it's way more genre appropriate. That proggy
Yeah.
kind of slick kind of
Yeah.
side of music and what we do." So
Yeah.
it was quite a hassle to get it all out, because we had a bit of a timeline for when we wanted to release everything by.
Right.
So it was a good month and a half crunch to actually find a name we liked.
oh, true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
many Google searches.
Yeah, well, it's like so many bad names as
Yes.
well. But getting 5 people to agree on something is
Yes.
actually so difficult
Oh, it's
I was
sometimes.
going to
Worst.
ask about it. Like, how do you go about that with 5 people in the band? Like, how do you sort of work out the politics of it all?
We're very democratic with the way we do things.
Okay.
So even from a songwriting perspective, everything is split evenly.
Yep.
If someone wants to have a bit more of something, then we'll happily have conversations about it. But we're very democratic in the way we do things. Even with merch designs, like one person can be adamant with one thing and someone could be the complete opposite. But so we're not going to put something out that not all 5 of us are happy
Yep.
with. Even from a mix perspective as well, if we're not happy releasing something, we're not going to do it.
Yep.
Okay.
So until everyone's happy, and there is compromises and this and that.
I
But
was going to ask, does that also create disagreements where you think something might sound great, but the other person still wants like a little more of this? And
A little less of that.
100%.
Yeah.
I think back to our last EP, Conduit, we were mixing the EP, and Matt Templeman gave us mixes for everything.
He's such a dude.
He's a fucking legend.
Isn't he? He's so
He's
great.
such a lad.
Yeah.
That whole recording process was just the best time. Just
Yeah.
like record and then piss off to the pub for 2 hours and sink some beers and go back and keep recording. So I'm distracting myself now. But yeah, he gave us mixes for everything, and one song, Too Far Gone, we were just not vibing with.
Yeah.
And we were having to find like, well, how do we get this out? And it was just a simple mute of Rob's guitar part from the verse.
Right.
And Rob was like, ooh, don't know how I feel about
the
this.
great are good.
Yeah.
The great are good.
I was like, let me sit on this for like a day or two. And he came back. I was like, nah, it does sound better. But like,
Yep.
because it was a good guitar part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just too much for the song.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that was one of those kind of compromise
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how that goes.
Yeah.
I know. I figured, like, I've worked in bands that have, 4 or 5 people, and it's quite tiresome, I feel, when you have to be objectively, like, non-critical and stuff like that toward the music that you've created together, but not pissing off your other bandmates because you don't agree with them. It can be quite a taxing,
It can be challenging.
stressful time.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
when like some people put more work into one thing than someone else. So there's more emotional attachment to something like that. Even just a lyric, like, oh no, I'm adamant it's this lyric, and everyone else is like, nah, dude, you got to change it. Or like that guitar line, oh, but I really like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there is that emotional investment as well with music.
Well, that's why I always say, like, if you're going to change something, don't ever throw it out. So it's like, that guitar part.
Could be
just-
reused.
Yeah,
change
absolutely.
the key.
Yeah.
Change the key. Maybe play it a little more upbeat. You can write a whole new song using it.
Based off it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of moments that we've had like that over the years, like
Yeah.
just grabbing this chorus from there and
Yep.
slotting it into this. Oh, yeah, that's where that needs to sit. But just writing heaps as well.
It'd just suck if you had to tell him, sorry, man, we've got to actually take that part out again.
I'm going to deliberately go take this guitar part from Rob, write a new song about it, and then
just don't
delete
use
it.
it.
actually, you know what, dude? It's not vibing. It's
Again.
Yeah.
Do better.
Creative musing.
I apologize if that does happen, right?
No, don't juju that shit up.
That's some voodoo shit.
The,
bro.
the EP launch now was awesome. I've got to shout out to Bloodwood as well.
Yeah, dude.
They were fucking sick. I saw them at the
Blown
Milk Bar
away. Blown
the first
away.
time, like in
Yeah.
September. And I think we'd already messaged you guys, but we needed the third band. And I saw them play. And from the first note of their first song, I was
Yeah.
like, jaw on the ground. I'm like, you guys are sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
100%. I've said to Mel and Geordie, like, we were discussing Osiris Lights and Bloodwood just in an earlier episode. And I said to Mel and Geordie, we've got to get them on this show because, man, I'm in love. Yeah. Yeah. Like, absolutely wicked, man.
Yeah.
I love
thanks,
it.
dude.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, you did actually prattle on a bit, not in a bad way. Like, no, he did.
Yeah.
He did actually,
Yeah.
really rave about it.
I might be wrong, but the sound I got from Bloodwood was very Breaking Benjamin, and I'm obsessed with Breaking
Oh,
Benjamin.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's that
and
kind of
I love
dirty
it. Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of, not dirty, that's the wrong word, but the kind of dark, moody.
yeah,
yeah.
melancholic.
Yeah.
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 They were so cool. And just like that good amount of prog
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
tickled my taste buds.
Yeah.
So what are your influences, like personally, not from the band, but like you personally? Like, where do you get your inspiration?
Coldplay #1, like just they are the reason I do music.
Okay.
And I grew up on a lot of like 80s music, like Bon Jovi. I kind of got myself into Aha. And yeah, I kind of just went on a bit of a musical journey through my teens of
Yeah.
like 80s and 70s and getting into Pink Floyd and
Nice.
that
all
kind
the
of stuff.
sounds and stuff,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I've always been big on kind of soundscapes, I guess, in that kind of way, and the way bands probably arrange stuff
Yeah.
in this kind of way to create sonic spaces that you could just kind of fall into. But it wasn't. I didn't get into metal music until I was about 18. I fell in love with Alter Bridge,
Oh, yeah.
Same.
which is just that better Creed.
It's true.
That's a great way of saying it. Yeah, 100%.
I'm not a fan of Creed at all, but God, I love Alter Bridge.
Is it because of what? Like, tell me why. Is it just Miles, like his voice, or?
Yeah, that #1, and I think there was just this kind of emotion that
Yeah.
hit me different.
Yeah,
But
definitely, completely different.
Yeah. And I mean, it'd be great if Scott Stapp could just open his jaw when he sings rather than.
I don't know.
Yeah. What are you saying, dude?
That
I don't even
type
know,
of,
man.
that type of singing is called yarling.
Is it
Yeah.
actually?
Yeah. I actually heard this from Tom Wilson at the Hen House. It's called yarling. Right? So like Creed, Pearl
Pearl
Jam,
Jam.
all that. Yarling.
It's just singing from your jaw with a bit of nasal expression. That's kind of what it is.
But in seriously, I love Creed for what they are, but Alter Bridge for what they are.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, same.
Talent.
And I mean, I think like Mark Tremonti is one of my most favorites guitarists.
Oh, it's just
Like
insane.
he's insane, and like his band Tremonti.
Oh.
Oh my god,
He
Like, so
He does not
amazing.
get the recognition he deserves as a solo artist.
And a vocalist.
And a vocalist,
Did
yeah.
you hear him do the crooning thing?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like he did this whole Frank Sinatra
Wow.
like tribute thing, and like his daughter, like his last daughter that was born, she has Down syndrome.
Right.
And so him and his family now have become these massive advocates and
Yeah.
stuff, and they will do a lot for charity. So
great.
he had released this album of crooning songs, and I was like,
Wow.
damn,
Yeah.
the guy
Yeah.
can sing anything.
I'm pretty sure I saw, I think it was like Rolling Stone or someone. They did an article of like best guitarist of all time, like top 50.
Yeah.
I think he was like 5.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
up there, and
Yeah.
like that's for me. Sorry, it's not all about me, but I'll just say
Make it about you, uncle.
for me, like that style of music, like Tremonti, and then the Alter Bridge, and then you lend into Seven Dust. They are my pinnacle of music idols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was around then that I fell in love with Alter Bridge and then Tremonti, and then I got into Seven Dust, and then Slipknot. Like all within the space of a year, I went from like not listening to any metal to like psychosocial.
These are Mel sticks. They're actually Seven Dust drumsticks.
Yeah, they're from Morgan
sick.
Rose. Yeah, amazing.
I saw them at Capitol in like 2015 or something. It was
Same,
like
yeah, I was there.
So
I'm there every
cool.
time.
Yeah.
I sang with them last time at Capitol, not 2015, the time after.
I didn't go to that tour.
Oh, you missed out.
It was in the mail. You missed it.
Yeah, I sent the
missed
memo.
that memo.
I sent the memo.
Wait, hold on. Maybe it was. Was that the Kill the Floor tour?
That was Capital. No, that was 2015. The recent one, I'm not going to say it was like 2-3 years ago, maybe before COVID. It was the. I don't. It wasn't.
Album after. No, I was at that show.
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's coming back to me now. Yeah. I do remember this. Yeah.
I sang with them in Albuquerque as well over there. Because
Yeah.
they're my mates.
She just flexing right now.
Well, John
She's
Connolly's my
friends
mate.
Anyways, just like we're having a chat now.
So, anyways, guys,
So you're like, people are like, I wish I sent her the memo.
we still got to get your buddy on this show.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
we'll
gonna
do a
work it out.
Video link up, maybe.
That would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
You'd
fell
like that?
You fell into your metal.
Yeah.
Sorry, we just got so sidetracked.
I'm like the king of sidetracks. I should have forewarned you this.
It's all good.
Yeah, then fell into all that metal stuff. Me.
And then you decided put the boys together and create Black Stone.
Yeah, so Black Stone first started in 2015.
Oh, okay.
And it was that was quite grungy.
Yeah.
Like Alice in Chainsy.
Nice.
So
Like
nice.
that kind of realm of influence.
Yeah.
Even like early Manchester Orchestra. What are they called? Some other bands from the early 2000s. Porcupine Tree.
Porcupine Tree,
Like
yes.
a bit of influence, like a little bit of math, some time signature changes, but like not proggy.
Right.
Yeah.
Not super proggy.
True.
And then that iteration of band kind of finished in like 2017. We put out an EP that we did ourselves. And then Rob is our rhythm guitarist and other lead vocalist. He messaged me and a couple of the guys in the band. Like, hey guys, I just kind of want to take some of these songs and do something new with this. Are you okay if I take these songs? And everyone was like, yeah, cool. And I had no musical outlet at the time.
Right.
Right.
So I just messaged Rob. I was like, hey, buddy, do you need someone else on this? And he was like, yeah, sure, dude. So we caught up, and the first song we wrote was Tired Eyes together. That was our first song that we released in the new version of the band.
Yep.
That the legendary Peter Renzula did the music video for. Thank you,
Yeah.
Peter.
Scudley Films.
Such a sick video as well. So that was the first song we wrote, and then we pulled in some new guys as well, and
Yeah.
that's how version 2.0, as we were calling
Right.
ourselves
Yeah.
at the time, kind of started.
Yep.
And then, did that, kept going, Conduit, rebrand, Triptych, here.
So
Ta-da.
what's on the horizon for Osiris Lights now? Like, You've done the EP launch, and it was a success.
Yeah.
And you've ridden that
wicked.
roller coaster. What can we expect from you guys?
And I
now?
mean, it's going into a brand new year. So what have you got lined up for 2025?
Tell us now.
Give us all the goss.
I don't want to wait for the fucking memo.
You're going to be the first person to hear everything from here on out, just FYI. Well, so we're going to try to keep pushing this EP.
For sure.
Get some more gigs, try to sell some more merch, and just get our name back out there. It was the first thing we kind of realized when we got back out on the scene under this new name. So many people were like, oh, shit, it's you guys.
Yeah.
That was me.
You changed your name?
Holy shit.
Or some people were like, who's Osiris Lights? They come up on my feet a bunch. And then we'd rock up to the venue and be like, oh, it makes sense
What's
now.
up, Jonno?
So we've had a bit of that. So it's been shit in that way that we've had to kind of redo a bunch of stuff and get ourselves back out there. But once people have made the connection, it's like, okay, this is a good change.
Yeah.
So we just need to keep getting ourselves out there under this name and re-establishing relationships and making some new friends.
Yeah.
Shaking hands, high-fiving.
Yeah.
Go and see
Kissing
some
babies.
shows. Yeah.
Kissing baby. He just slid that one in there, right?
Like it's a normal phrase that everyone uses.
Like we said.
I think we've got Joe Biden to thank for that one.
Come on, man. My fellow Americans. But you're right, though. Reestablishing,
Yeah.
making the connections.
Get the connections. Album is the next thing.
Yeah.
So we've got about 8 songs that we're quite happy with. So we're going to keep polishing them over the next couple of months.
Wicked.
And we'll hoping to hit the studio kind of mid
With Temps?
year. Yeah, we're going to get Temps to do the drums. So and get him to kind of engineer that side of things. We did the entire last EP ourselves.
Oh, wow.
With leftover, so 2 of the songs we had left over from the Conduit sessions that we just recorded drums because we had half a day left. We were like, well, let's use the time we're
Yes.
paying for.
Yep.
These songs are basically done. So that's what we did last time. Matt finished off those drums for us, and then we did the rest ourselves.
Yeah.
Because Luke, our lead guitarist, he works in production. He's got his own studio set up at home. Like he's
Wicked.
full on set it up.
Yeah.
So
Is that the fellow with the headless guy?
yeah.
That's so sick. Every time I
Luke
see
with
it,
the
I'm
headless
like,
guitar. Yeah.
it's wicked. You see him, there's nothing.
That's right.
I put it on. It looks like I'm playing a ukulele. Like it's fucking tiny.
You
They're
and I, we
interesting
were.
to look at, eh? Yeah.
You and I, we were laughing at him with his headless guitar. And we're like, yeah, it's an ugly guitar, but the guitarist looks all right. Yeah.
He's a good looking dude. He's a good looking rooster.
Indeed.
So yeah, we'll get Matt to do the drums, and then we'll start chipping away at the rest ourselves. Just how busy all of us are.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of time set aside for all of us to be in the room to do all the things is quite challenging. So it gives us a bit of flexibility on that front.
Yeah.
And then we still have deadlines we want to try to meet, but we'll probably drip it as
Waterfall.
4,
Yeah.
5 singles maybe,
Yep.
and then put out the last
full
kind of
launch.
3 as the full album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way it buys us more time to get it recorded.
Yeah.
And 2 means we can have a steady stream of kind of content
Yes.
being released over
That's
the
it.
course of 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks, release
Yeah.
a song.
Yeah.
Eat, sleep, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's a slog.
Yeah.
Have you,
It is a
Yeah, it
slog.
is.
you got a name for the album? Yeah.
No, we're still working on that side of things.
Come on, man.
Shit, man. Shit. Shit, man.
There's a theme that's kind of developing around it, but how we want to kind of execute that in the visual world as well
Yeah.
is a big thing for us. Like that, I think we really enjoyed with this Triptych release, with the art as well, and then we created music videos for
That art was
all
so
3
sick.
singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so dope. Yeah,
Loved it.
Who did your videos, Pete?
No, we did these ourselves.
Okay, okay.
Just with the amount of content we needed to get out in a short period of time. We also were trying to do this on a bit of a budget.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not a cheap gig, man.
No, it's-
We're all starving musicians.
I mean, like even just to get one song recorded professionally is like $1,500,
Yeah.
$2,000,
Yeah.
and then a music video is like another $1,000, $1,500.
Yeah.
not on top of kind of
And-
anything you
and
need to
then-
buy to get that video to
Yeah,
look cool as
exactly.
well.
And then
Yeah.
your marketing.
Then your marketing, you want to throw a good couple $100,000 behind. Then mastering is $1,000. It's like all of a sudden 3 songs is $15,000, and you're like,
Yep.
ooh, shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we're sitting in that, well, kind of moved on, but still sitting in that space of like, oh, wow, we've gone over budget with this album, but we still got videos to do and advertising and
Yeah.
marketing and socials. And, it's like, yeah, it's okay.
And this is where a lot of people forget that if you're going to spend $1,500 on a song, that's not the end of it.
No,
Like,
no,
unless
it's not.
unless you just want to go and scream to the universe and no one's going to hear it, you don't just release a song on Spotify and that's it.
No.
And hope that the algorithm just works in your favor, because you've got more chances of winning lotto 10 times.
Literally.
And that's it. Whatever you spend on the song, $1,500, you spend that same amount
On marketing it.
promoting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
it. So it's not just a $1,500 single; it's a $3,000 single. And like you said, man, it adds up.
Yeah.
You know, like straight away.
This is why we all have day jobs, you know? I mean,
This is why I started recording myself.
well, absolutely. I mean, there's that as well. And I mean, if you can be self-sufficient in that, you know, process, then that's more power to you.
Yep.
But I think, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us would love to be spending all our days on
Yep.
music and stuff,
yeah.
but it just, it just
That's
doesn't
it.
pay for itself,
Not
right?
logical.
You hit the nail on the head there, though. Like, you know, you go to work, you know, like, because no one wants to be at work. But
I mean, I love my job, but you know,
You know what
I
I mean,
prefer to be
but
playing music. you
yeah.
know?
And I hope my boss doesn't see this, but I'm going to work so I can fund my music.
That's it.
You know,
I mean, I need
and
to pay the
my
bills.
mortgage, of course.
Keep the roof on, keep the
Love
power
you, Cass.
on. But yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's where, and that's the focus as well, you know. But I guess sometimes if you play in a band, the way that you guys are, there's 5 people in there. Is everybody on the same page with that? Is everybody like putting in the same or have the same vision? I mean, because it's very difficult to keep 5 people on that same page.
Yeah. I mean, like, I definitely do the most work out of everyone.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I want to make it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if it means I'm staying up till 3, 4 a.m. editing videos because
Yep.
no one else wants to,
Yeah.
then I'm going to do that.
Right. And do you like doing that part of the stuff? Like,
Yes and no. I mean, like, there is, it's taxing.
Yeah.
Like, no one likes doing admin work. No one wants to do invoices. No one wants
Yeah.
to spend 5 hours creating 2 Instagram reels.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all those kind of just small menial jobs.
Yeah,
I
but they
feel
have
you
to
there,
be
man.
done.
Yeah. Like, this stopped becoming this stopped being about 5 bands playing music. 5 guys playing
yeah.
music together.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Jeez, that took a while to get out.
Okay.
You're tired.
Have a lolly.
Like, it stopped being about that for me ages ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that is minuscule in comparison to the work that needs to be done to
Yeah.
make that worthwhile.
Yep.
Because if you're not marketing and getting content out and having videos on Instagram and even TikTok, like, we've got TikTok now just as another avenue for
Yeah,
people to
absolutely.
see our stuff.
dude, yeah.
If no one sees that, then jamming every week and writing songs, it's fun.
Yeah,
But it's
it is.
pointless.
But no one's going to listen
Exactly.
to it.
Yeah.
And like, I'm super passionate about what we do, and I think we've got an excellent product and
Yep.
what we do and what we sound like. And I know every band probably says this about themselves, like,
course.
but like, I really believe in what we're doing.
Yep.
So if it's not getting out there, then I'll still enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
but I
but-
want people to hear it. And I
And
want
you
to
want
make
to be
it.
able to know, like, say at the end of the day, I actually gave it everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing more I could have done to do this better.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
And what you've said is awesome, dude, because I 100% I feel you in everything that you're saying here. Like, you want to make it, you do it. You get it done. It's
Yeah.
not a matter of like, oh, no, I'll do it tomorrow. No, you fucking get it done. All right, so you start recognizing your band members' strengths. Like, you're good at this. You don't want to do this, but you'll be good at that. And that's what my band has started doing now. We're all contributing our strengths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's starting to take the load off my shoulders as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, oh,
You can breathe a bit.
I've got a bit of spare time because someone, you know, did a Facebook post. Thank you, Maddie. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
But then it frees you up to go do the stuff that you've been wanting to do for
Yes,
ages that you
yes.
haven't had time.
Yeah.
So you can go chat to that guy and try to get this video sorted or whatever it is, because you've got a bit more time on your hands to
Yeah,
get that
100%.
stuff done,
Exactly.
which could get you out even further than you're currently trying to reach.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wish there were more hours in a day.
Oh, same. Do you know, like back in April, May, I quit the job that I was at. It was such a great time in my life to quit that job because it enabled me to be in the studio for like 8 weeks straight, just like doing vocals whenever I wanted, how I wanted. And I was just like, God, I had to try and put this at the end of the day where I've done a 10-hour day on the weekend. I'd be like, eh. But I was able to really enjoy the process and just love it and put everything into it, which I really appreciate. But now we're sitting here with these full-time jobs going,
Yep.
come on.
So then how do you manage that then?
With the full-time job?
Yeah.
I'm really fortunate enough to work with a guy that is probably the most focused, energized person I've ever met in my life. And you could probably
Stephen
attest to that.
Hellhammer.
Yes, absolutely. And he's just a powerhouse. And he does a lot of the admin stuff because he knows it. He knows how to do that stuff, and a lot of that behind the scenes stuff that really takes somebody who knows what they're doing in order to get where you need to get. Because I'd be forever like researching and like, it's just not my forte.
Yeah.
So for him, so that's definitely how it works, because he's really awesome and has strengths in so many areas. And then he'll go, oh, you have a strength here too. And then he'll let me do something. You know what I mean?
You can turn the condenser on, yeah. You can turn
You just keep writing
turn the
and
amplifier.
recording the songs. So, but we're a good team. So it works really well because I have a great partner in music with him, and it just shares that, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
we're nearly out of time.
Oh, no. I want to talk about
So
more
fast.
Seven Dust and Tremondi.
But we
Just have to come back for another episode then.
I think
I genuinely do not want to stop talking right now. This is
yeah.
I'm having like an absolute blast. This
It's
is
good
great.
fun, right?
Yeah.
we're going to give you a part 2 episode because we want to see Osiris Lights play live.
And where would we do that?
And we'll be doing that at our new venue, 11 in Malaga. We can't wait. We're moving house.
We're so excited.
So,
2025.
this is the last episode of season 2.
Big things
for
are coming
being
for
our
you
last
guys.
guest. We've got one more segment for you, man. And it's called What's on Repeat. So,
We're back
Thrown in the
home.
deep end.
so if we were to hack your Spotify right now, what's a song or a band that you just can't get enough of right now and you're just smashing it, listen to it on repeat?
2 things.
Okay. Coldplay. And
always.
please tell me it's The Scientist because I love that song.
It's
as
a
well.
great tune.
Yeah,
It's a great tune. 2 albums. I've been vibing with Linkin Park's latest record.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't care what people say.
I'm with you.
Emily
I'm
Armstrong
with you. She is
fucking awesome. Yeah,
Yep.
she is
Okay.
so good. No one's going to replace Chester. She's not trying to replace
No.
Chester. She's just doing a really good job
Yep.
writing good songs with people who want to make music.
That's it.
Let them
Nice.
do their thing. They're
Yes.
happy.
From
Stop
zero.
shitting
Exactly right.
Yeah.
on it. And it's a really good record. Like,
She's a fucking
really
powerhouse
good.
singer, man. She's wicked.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It makes me want to go check out Dead Sahara now. Like, I'll go do that. And then Vola. If you've heard of Vola.
Steph's favorite, like the guy that my drummer partner in crime. We were literally only talking about Vola. Well, we have on repeat for the last week. So yes,
They're like, go check it out.
So good.
They're it's so cool.
so
can't
good.
wait.
What
Yeah.
kind of
Sounds good.
vibes?
Kind of prog metal, but poppy, melodic.
Yeah.
Like time signature changes, but it's the arrangements are so densely arranged.
Yeah.
So
and-
good.
Yeah, you'll listen to. There's like the opening track. That riff is just filth. It's so good. You're
One of
like,
these ones?
Yeah, it's got some
like
stank.
face and like your head's you can't not do it. It's
Yeah.
it's impossible to not do that.
Yeah. I
Basically,
Can't wait.
So yeah, go check them out.
Vola.
They're really really cool.
And go check out Osiris Lights.
Yes,
Please.
do yourself
On the
a
socials.
favour.
Go
Facebook.
check them out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube for the music
YouTube,
videos.
and Spotify, Apple
3 new videos.
Music.
3 new videos on YouTube. Go check them out.
Go check
Or
them
I'll
out.
be under your bed
Check
tonight.
them out.
Jono, it's been a pleasure having
been
you
a
on the
pleasure,
show,
guys.
bro.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
So,
you
so
for
much.
coming in.
No, thank you for
sharing
having
the
me.
stories.
Big shout out to our sponsors, Dazzle Home Loans, Dave Gillum, Mustang print, Alchemist print, sorry.
Alchemist now, yep.
Alchemist print, yep.
What is going on
And
over there?
also to our new sponsors, 11.
Yeah.
So we're moving house, and
So
we will
excited.
see you at the start of season 3 in 2025.
Yes.
See you later, guys. Rock on. Stay safe.
Happy New Year's.